socially and materially, I'm well adorned with all but my fine African linen. But jewellery will not give me a better she, and cars and things won't give him a better he. It's our time. It's our time to become aligned and find out what lay behind our open and closed mind. Take off the limits that restrict our potency to become a supreme being that keeps us shy away from our divinity. Use words and scriptures quoted to form a lighted picture where dreams come true and desires remain moved. Nurturing of the inner soul to fill the gap like a Kit Kat, just enough to fill the hole. This is our internal task. This is a plan from the Almighty. No one can change who He created me to be, and no one can change what He has planned for me as long as I am on the journey. So it's just a matter of time till it manifests and I surrender to He, and in the meantime inspire and form all around me that it's good to be yourself and live totally free. It's good to be yourself and live totally free. It's good to be yourself and live totally free. It's good to be yourself and live your authenticity.
Woo! Woo!
Styling, pre-written lyrics, deep like documentaries. We are these souls rising above calamity for survival. Gasping air sustains our vital energy, motion moving, unrestricted, rhymes deliberating on, okay. I was actually going to do that one. Anyway. And there used to be, but my truth is my basis. For many Africans that suffered slave ships, check out this fact, man, it's truly amazing. Immigrants immigrate to countries that are racist. What's this fact? It's really saying something, one thing, that life ain't really that sacred, so waste it. Put it in a box and lock it. Cop this, lyrics flying off like rockets. Watch this down, I'm running over like a conquest. No interest in uploading onto my chest. I tidy up the mess, and that's my mission and my quest. I take my time so I can be my very best. Are you ready?
Woo!
Right, this one, I actually write from real life. You know, I'm human. I mean, people ask me, what are your inspirations? This is life. And there were some events, some life events, of course. And obviously, you need to draw on other people's events as well. And this was drawn on somebody else's event. Something quirky. I'm going to match it now. I take my style. Alright. I have never seen chicken look so anemic. He took it out the fridge, took off the wrapper, placed the meat in the wok momentarily, served on white plate, meat garnish, and then seen chicken looks so anemic. You haven't got to marinate for hours if you fancy it right now. But at least season it 50% of how I see fit. To tell you the truth, I can't take too much spicy food. With wild sensations of my digestion into hesitation. But even when I cook tuna, I contribute pre-dried shrimp. Extending from African ancestry, I'm partial to flavors from gold, but so a piece of waiting meat that least had some black pepper, so be delicately seasoned overnight, preferably, then fried, roasted, or stewed. Give it a flavoured coating, boiled of undernourished, raw-looking piece of food I've ever seen chicken so anyway. It's about savouring food through flavouring food using natural tools. A pinch of cinnamon, ginger, dungeon herbs, added sparingly, GT condiments to perk up the taste, but not too much food. Remember, it ain't guaranteed to be GM-free. But at least take it out the fridge and treat the meat. I know. I had to tell someone it was on my head I was going to go counselling, but I put it on Facebook instead. I just mentioned it to my friend, though she was right there, and she spied the offense. Watched her mate handle the complex, getting ready to consume its tasteless breath. I assume it went down well, though within what she left the facility, maybe conscious that we clocked. You over there? Out of all the things that I've heard in my friend's new place, that scene remains trying to scratch that from my cerebral, the case that I've never seen chicken, so I nearly walked away. I'm concerned with the slightly cooked nose seasoning on chicken, but my friend reported no case of slight poisoning. So he must have been alright despite me near to subside. I have a passion for food. Gourmand, i.e. craving, so it needs to be spiced with a veteran hand and that can't be wasted. Alright, I know it happened over 2 years ago. I know I need to let it go. And I know I need to just review it though. I like my chicken prime just right. So baby, if it ain't so swift as that overnight, I'll definitely act faster. Nice, colourless, undressed, unfresh, nosy, pretend a piece of rawness. That ain't my conquest, clip off the guest with glasses. Colourless, undressed, meaty breath, I have no interest. Queasiness overwhelming my beingness and goddess in the kitchen and upstairs. But that plate of blandness can't get me undressed that quick, so slide aside that pepperless chicken ditch, cause I ain't ever seen chicken look so anemic. That's what I practice on at home. So I feel like I have to go like that. The next one. Desperate housewives. Who likes them? I do. I have to talk really quickly because I know time's out and I've got quite a few what I like. People was cooking down, but I at least want to do the last two because they're very powerful. So yeah, who likes Desperate Housewives?
Yeah.
I don't really watch it. Yeah. Well, this is about that. Do they want my lips, my hips, my kind of baby soft skin? I finished the box set of Desperate Housewives the other day and I felt slightly uncomfortable, but at the same time in awe of their computer-generated faces. Do they want my lips, my hips, my kind of baby soft skin, but not my deep melon? I'm there thinking, watching, unconsciously searching for something, anything to relate to. Do they want to take my style, my walk, my clothes, my high cheekbones and disregard my nose? I can relate to the themes, but the CV is pulling me to extremes. Do they want my lips, my hips, my tongue, baby soft skin, the half moon in my back, but not my deep melanin? They have a take on my throne where so they struggle to believe I am more than they see. There's confusion at my natural kinks while they queue for mine. It is natural, yeah. While they queue for mine, I haven't established it. Do they want my lips, my hips, my time, me? I want mirrors and everyday female, blemished features, a belly protruded and evidence that I was absent 16 years previous. I won't mind the bow-legged knock-knees, seams, the scar, limbs, sagging skin, and unusual lips, and ordinary white teeth, booked, uneven, attunements in an array of diversity. Having sunshine stained teeth doesn't mean you can't be pretty. Can you hear me? Yeah. I'm doing it really softly. You know when you're really tired and you just, it's good to just ride with it instead of going against it, because that would just weigh you out. Do they want my lips, my hips, my tiny baby soft skin, my high cheekbones and my striking nose? I admit I've done one or two fantasy poses. I remember before I was a teenager imitating their hair with a hand towel exhibited on my head. The light blue cotton swaying like pendulous ears as I went into fields to my man friend, blinding him with my timidate shyness. Idolizing my perfect image. My down, my walk, my clothes, my high cheekbones and my lovely nose. Shall I share my lips, my hips, my time with baby soft skin, making me look younger than 1 plus 37? Soft moon in my back and a version of my deep melody. I'm just flipping with ideas. From absorbing desperate green-eyed manipulating house creatures, this poem was derived. Don't get me wrong. I love the program. It just had me checking myself. Yes.
Yeah.
Woo!
How much time have I got? 10, 15? 10, 15? 15? I need 15. Go very quick, it's not a long 15, yeah? Thank you. Hi. This is a performance piece. Yeah, I was thinking about it. This was a performance piece done for the Mountaintop production at the Guildhall in March in collaboration with the STEM project. It was the Infiltrate project. You've done it over there, the singers and things. Very powerful voice. And this is written, I suppose, in response to the production. And the production was based on the last night of Martin Luther King's interpretation. This one's entitled Poetry. You saw me?
Yeah, man. You look good.
Tall trees burn more wood, and the ashes are scattered. Many have picked up the baton because it still matters. Through much gain, maybe not the same intense pain, but then again, we all strive for our own promised land. There's been turning points in the history. However we interpret the movement from the 1960s, I feel the journey has come far, though my humanness blurs my perspective. Centuries of repression. What else would it do but leave scars? Tall trees. Can I really talk about the themes within the past 40 years, about those things that helped toughen my hide through the things that stole their pride and for more than short moments made them cry? Can I actually contrast them days to now? Could I live in those times with the fear of someone wanted to blow up my behind for expressing these sensitive lines? It makes me feel real grateful to be right here and right now at this time. Sometimes. I don't always agree because there's still like situations fraught with pain and desolation, war without cessation and unseen misery. Still, I have to figure a place. How do I make a difference? It's easy for those words to spill from these lips. However I make a difference, it has to be major and not mild. I need to pay attention because answering that question is so demanding, like a lonely child silently begging for affection. In comparison to the days of Martin Luther King, my stuff seems trivial. I shouldn't have no complaints because while he fought for our promised land reality, I've still seen closed off gates, making me feel I've come too late. I've seen eyes that don't hide hate, but we all in the same race. Our humanness is a collective thing that won't outdate. Dr. King shared his feelings despite of the consequence he could die. His loving words unsettled the few that cut short his fight and his life. Did he declare like Maya Angelou, and still I rise? The gift of that kind of life, this kind of life, this kind of living, I might see it as a price. Tall trees burn too. He threw the change into my left arm, avoiding any physical contact. I recognized the fear. I got that. But my epidermis was covered from the tips to my exposed wrists. I was wearing gloves, and he couldn't have gotten illness if he had touched it. Whatever skin you're lingering in with all at the same workings of scalp, seeping blood, the same pain, the same hidden strains in all dimensions. It just feels like nobody else does. Tall trees burn more wood. Till this time of recession, big change, funding, and job cut. I've still seen scores of people enjoying life during this credit crunch, even if a little part of themselves is shut off, the worry and the wrath hidden behind designer cloth. I marry the powerful sensations opposite to peace, constantly need regulating like the police. I'm struggling to see my way to unmet tactful perfection. Do you too sometimes feel the pressure? Like you didn't make the selection. And we ain't even amongst the masses who were wary of premature death through the KKK because they didn't stand up to measure their life already delicate, like a feather. Tall trees stand, striving to put on a plain mask, to look a certain way, and feel relaxed, searching for acceptance outside of myself. But when a deep-seated grin, with sparkling eyes, I'll return back. It breaks me into a laugh and I love that. Tall trees stand, hand in hand, forgetting the back street, expressing affection. His dark little breezes, he's wearing his hoodie, wants to disguise it unsavory, but to the slow-moving generations can create some real tension. However, his hand is in mine. We steady like a slow-moving train. Our gaze is fixated, concentrated. I have to look away. Did he see the fear on their face? Or maybe his strong disposition meant he wouldn't have cared. Or did he hide those moments it hurt too much for him to share? A tall tree stands, and a tall tree burns. Dr. King, a byproduct of your selfless work affected change like relentless ripples on a lake. You fought for your beliefs when the authorities wouldn't protect. You convinced a whole mass of faces from all kinds of different places to combine, causing great effect. Teaching loving changes, not hiding the behaviour that was unsacred. Your dreams in embryonic stages at the time of your demise. This is what you wanted to see with your own coloured eyes. Love without disguise, no strings tied, merging to see, all flowing to the same stream. This is a part of your prophecy, a part of your I have a dream, speech. You, the tall tree, tree. Tall tree, burning more wood.
Can't get off the stage now.
Very, very touched. There was one or two people in here, actually. There was two performers in here that, for some reason, they touched me. I just felt, I wanted to cry. I shed a little tear. Yeah. This one was written while I was away. I had a feeling, but I knew something. Anyway, I was away and I just started to write, and I thought, I'm liking it, I'm going to put it down. And I actually used it for a friend's funeral in beginning of June when I came back from holiday. So, yeah, this is for her, really. Oh, God, it's been recorded. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's called Touches of Sun. It's alright, don't worry. Just a fact. Let it ring. Can't come in between my poem. And it's been recorded as well. I wanted to use that one out. I'm going to keep it. Make it real. Now answer it. Answer it now. Yeah, okay. Sure. That's cool, cool. I'll do it with what, you know, I've had that many experiences, I'll do it with. I'll do it at a football match, I don't care. I can do this. I need to share this. I need to share what I do. This is creativity. This is me. Do you know what I mean? Like you have you, you have you, you have you, you have you, you have. You have to share it. You have to share it. People need to be touched, man, for us. Tonight, sunset moves quicker than when I last looked up in the sky. Watching trees, flowers, and blades of grass. Some bathers rarely ask or consider this mysterious task. It looks like a cardboard cut out of the sky, a shape moving steadily down. The glue holding things together. I want to catch it before it disappears forever. As it kisses the water, taking everything with it. The glue holding everything together is gone in what seems in less than 5 minutes. And when it is gone, I am united. We are united. I am united with it. And I feel loved. And as we are united, and I am united, and I am united with it, I feel loved. And as we are united, there's a strange sense of responsibility, accountability. As the raspberry ripples of the retiring sun on corrugated ripples of sea, dipping gladly, going beneath me to be somewhere else, someplace else entirely, no longer here. I miss it already. It doesn't really care though. The self-sufficient force holding things together. It doesn't care, not really. But it was here briefly, it seemed. And it will be here again and again. Next time for me.